Hello, I'm Devaney, and this is my Walkaway story. So, I grew up really uneducated in real life politics. The schools they teach you the history of politics, but I can't ever recall any actual discussions of national leaders today and politics today. So I was in eighth grade when Hillary and Obama were running against each other, and I remember that a lot more adults were wanting to vote for Hillary. And I had this disillusion that Hillary would be a better president because of her husband and because of the experience she already had. I was 18 in the 2012 election, but I hadn't registered to vote yet because I hadn't really found the part of me that cared about politics yet. So I didn't vote. At that time, though, I was hoping that Obama would win because what very little that I had read gave me this belief that Romney would end all of these assistant programs I was relying on as a teen mom. I believed at the time that I was bound to a life of welfare and handouts. So in 2014, I decided to register to vote, and I was set on voting for Hillary. But I never went looking to educate myself on what she stood for and who she was really. And then in 2015, a former friend of mine had told me about Bernie Sanders, and as a 21-year-old with no real knowledge, all of this sounded amazing to me. It was free college, it was higher wages. This is everything that I needed in life to succeed. I bought into this fear-mongering that Trump's presidency was going to bring global disasters and it was the end of times for us and we were going to go into another depression and. So I woke up on the day of my 23rd birthday to read that Trump had won the election, and I cried. I was devastated. But soon after, I myself was really kind of disgusted at the behavior that I was seeing from the Democrats. He's not my fucking president and the rioting, but the worst thing I had seen was people hoping for him to fail. I'm like, that makes no sense. That's like me saying, I hope my mom gets a drug addiction. Why would you want your leader to fail? If you didn't vote for him, you should at least hope that he proved you wrong. I just thought that was a dumb thing to say. I was hoping that Trump was going to prove me wrong. So it was about the fall of 2017, after the Charleston riots and whatnot. I had to take a deep step back from social media. I felt like I was suffocating. There was just so much hate, and it was all pointed towards Trump and the white man. And I had watched one clip of Candace Owens saying, what you're seeing here is the victim mentality versus the victor mentality. And that's when it was like an epiphany. It hit me. Democrats really are the racist ones. They're trying to take away our amendments, and I, as a history major, didn't like that. I valued people like Martin Luther King and Lincoln, who I would say are my heroes. I value their courage and their words, and, Lincoln was the one who founded the Republican Party for freeing slavery and black rights. And honestly, I've supported the wall the whole time. So I walked away, and in that moment, it felt like I could breathe again, and I started to see that politics are, as a whole, it was like a cult. I know, you see both sides of the party calling each other a cult, and I think that's what it is I see a lot of brainwash. I notice that a lot of people talk themselves in circles, and they never actually make a valid point, and they don't really understand what they're fighting for. They're fighting without knowing what they're doing, and it felt to me like we, the citizens, were just perpetuated to spread hate and fight amongst ourselves. So we're not focusing on these greedy career politicians who are failing to get anything done to help us, but they're racking in millions of dollars themselves, and they're not actually struggling. They don't understand what it's like living down here. So I went looking, and I started to read all of the great things that Trump was doing. You know, he was doing amazing things. Like, I am one of the families that have gotten off of food stamps since he's become president. It's great, and I just have this whole outlook on life. It took me a while to find, but like, I want to see the good in people, and I want to find the beauty in everything. And so, even though I didn't vote for Trump, I proudly support him now because I went looking for the good. I don't want to spread hate, and I don't want to keep hate within my own self. I stand on a platform to make America love again. I support MAGA. I want to make America love again, and I want to make America kind again. I want to stop the hate. I want to reach my hand across the aisle, and I want to have these discussions where we disagree, but we can find common ground to stand upon, and I want to make America love again.